What's going on, my people? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is EBcrypto, Eric Brent, Family Cash Machine. Follow the money. Always follow the money. Because if you follow the money, you'll find a different reason why things happen in the world today or yesterday or historically. It doesn't matter. When you follow the money, you see something different. Now, today is April the 2nd. I didn't want to do a video on April the 1st, April Fool, because I'm not no fool. None of you guys are fools. We coming to you guys real. We giving you 100% what it is with economics, what it is with money, what it is with crypto, Bitcoin, and all that. I'm going to start this video by saying peace, love, and power to the hexagons, to the pulsecons, to those that's in the Quattro Cinco 5555 is all alive. And most of you guys don't know what that means. And when I introduce people today to crypto, I tell them, look, if you're not in the 5555 club, you're not really a Kryptonian. You really don't understand this crypto. If you're not in a hexagon, if you're not in hex, which is the litmus test for me today as to what you know in this industry, because right now, Bitcoin ain't the one. It was the one. And if you watch Banking on Bitcoin, which is in our free course, we have Banking on Bitcoin and then free courses. We suggest that you guys watch that, one of our free courses. You'll see that crypto started off, Bitcoins, with this utopian mindset of changing the world. You know, it is a peer-to-peer transactions. It is something that is to alleviate the trusted, quote unquote, trusted third party. It is something that empowers the people. It is something that has the power to redistribute wealth and to redistribute control, and it's censorship resistant, and it's programmable money. Wow. It's not money, but it's programmable value. It's value that's stored on the internet. For the first time in the world, value can be stored on the internet in a decentralized manner that doesn't need the permission or is censorship resistant from governments, financial institutions. It is a great day to be living. So again, more power to the hexagons, more power to King Richard. I love where we're going in this industry, and it has started a revolutionary financial movement like you've never seen in the history of this world. Again, Bitcoin started with this ideology. And somewhere along the line, compromise. And somewhere along the line, centralize. And somewhere along the line, things changed. So now it's not the coin of the people. Yeah, I said it. Bitcoin opened up the philosophy and ideology and methodology of decentralization. But today, Bitcoin is not the coin of the people. I said it. EBcrypto, I said it. I stand on it. I'm here to represent it. It's not the coin of the people. So then Ethereum stepped out, and Vitalik Buterin decided and noticed that there was other functionalities that this Bitcoin, this blockchain could do that was not being explored. So he stepped out because the quote unquote Bitcoinians, the maximalist Bitcoin people, were giving him so much opposition to where he decided, you know what, I'm going to step outside as being a programmer developer here in Bitcoin and explore this technology. Thus began Ethereum, which was the exploration and the the creation of the platforms with smart contracts. And Ethereum, I was just, oh my God, gun-ho Ethereum. I was gun-ho Ethereum back in 2017. It started around 2013. I think Bitcoin started around 2008, 2013 Ethereum. And excuse me, 2017, I was riding the Ethereum train. And it became a coin that allows anyone to create their own coin on that blockchain. And the cryptocurrency from 2017 went from about 1,500 coins to now over 15,000 coins. Some of those coins are massively successful, and a lot of them, I will have to admit, were shit coins. I got to admit, there was a lot of scams on Ethereum, but Ethereum has been responsible for the evolution of this industry to evolve to the DeFi and the NFTs and all the things you see now. Okay, all that evolved from Ethereum. But now, Ethereum is not the coin of the people because the fees are crushing the little guy. So I am very excited to be a part of the PulseChain network that is forking off of Ethereum. And for the first time in the history of the cryptocurrency industry, one of the biggest airdrops ever in the history of cryptocurrency is getting ready to happen. And me and my team are a part of it. Oh my goodness. This guy from Compton, California, saw the vision, has been in this for a while, has helped several hundred people to understand crypto. This guy here from Compton, a visionary, EBcrypto, Eric Brent. I'm so thankful that God gave me the understanding to see where this is going and where this can go. And not only to see where it's going, but to have the humility to listen to those that know, like Richard Hart, or those anybody that steps out that is speaking the right language and the right word and doing the right things that enhance the people. I'm with you. Anybody that steps out with the ideology and understanding of decentralization to enhance and to further this technology and innovation, I'm with you. I'm not stuck on one personality. I'm not stuck on Bitcoin. I'm not stuck on Ethereum. I'm not married to none of these coins, but I'm married to the vision of redistribution of wealth. I'm married to the vision of disrupting major corporations and redistributing that control and that wealth and ownership to the people. Yes, I am. I'm committed to the lack of power of governments and giving more power to the people. That's what this was all about from day one. So again, April Fools, I don't want to do a video. I'm not a fool. You're not a fool. We're all understanding what's happening in the world, and things are changing so rapidly. You're a part of this evolution, revolution, whether you want to be or not. Okay? So I want to say to you guys in the PulseX community, stop doing these predictions. Okay? A little bit about my background. I am a licensed residential and commercial appraiser. I've appraised businesses, I've appraised land, I've appraised franchises, I've appraised retail, churches, houses, or future value of complexes. So as an expert in valuation, stop doing these predictions, please, because PulseChain, a lot of us try to use a comparable. See, in real estate appraisals, we use comparables. And usually what we do is try to use cookie cutter properties that have so many similarities to the next property. We can kind of evaluate, estimate a value. Stop doing that with Pulse, because Pulse is being measured by Ethereum, and I get it. It's the only blockchain you can really compare it with. Okay, because they're taking the whole Ethereum, forking off of Ethereum, and they're also not just taking Ethereum, but all the coins in that ecosystem and copying all of those. So I get it why you're using that, but remember, Ethereum started at a time that there was no market for smart contracts. I'm not going to say it wasn't any market, because the ideology and the concept is very well needed in this world, but there was no one that actually was doing it. So Ethereum had to start from nothingness and had to create the market, and it did. So to compare PulseChain at a time when there's millions of people, hundreds of millions of people now in this industry and understand smart contracts, it's kind of a hard comparison, because market conditions is something we look at as appraisers, okay? And the market condition now is a little different than the market condition in 2013. Also, the reason I said it's impossible to evaluate a value or to estimate a value is because the features and functionality of Pulse is totally different. It's a deflationary coin. It's a coin that's going to be a certain amount of fees will be burnt. They don't do that with Ethereum. Ethereum is not burning fees. And Ethereum, I believe, is an inflationary coin. So there's no set amount of coins, and they can just create coins. So the whole functionality of Pulse is totally different than the functionality of Ethereum, and the supply chain is different. The distribution is different. The deflationary, inflationary aspects are different. The market conditions are different. It's just so many different things, okay? Now, also, Ethereum didn't pop up at a time when there was a huge problem with smart contracts, a huge problem with transaction fees, a huge problem with the centralization of that blockchain. 90% of the coins in the industry is on Ethereum. Ethereum didn't pop up at that time. They basically created their market, they created the market, okay? Now, Pulse is emerging at a time when there is a huge market, there is a huge problem. And so most of your business concepts and ideologies, the premises are when there's a huge problem, those that create the solution, usually there's a considerable amount of revenue potential to solve certain problems. Well, guess what? We got a huge damn problem in this industry. I'm sick and tired of them damn Ethereum fees. It's almost like we're being extorted. And it has locked the little guys out. To do $100 in Ethereum right now, like you guys like the Shiba Inus and all these different new coins that's coming out, most of them are on Ethereum. And to buy those coins, to do a $100 transaction, $200, it's almost not even worth it, because it's just not comparable today for little guys coming to this industry. So this industry was created for the guy to come in with $27, $37, $57 to have the potential to really make some money. But with the Ethereum prices, the Bitcoin transaction prices, the time it takes to do Bitcoin transactions, and again, the fees on Ethereum, it's almost making it impossible for the average person to come into this industry and win. Okay? So it is a perfect time. And that in itself creates a whole nother anticipation and for the Pulse. Not only is it needed, it is an anticipation building up because there's a huge problem. So it's almost impossible for me as an appraiser, as an expert licensed person in evaluating, to come up with a price for Pulse. Now, I can see value. I can see future value. I can see a huge demand for it. I can see good. I can see it's going to help a lot of people. And I do think within a couple of years or whatever, it's going to be massive. But I can't pinpoint a price. So for me to sit here and give you a price prediction for me is virtually impossible. Okay, even Richard Hart himself says to come up with a price is virtually impossible. First of all, because we're looking at a product that has never been done before in this industry, and we're looking at a time when the demand for this product is huge and massive. Okay, now also I don't think Ethereum was accepted right away on all these different platforms, so it was hard. The adoption period took time. We're not looking at that with Pulse. Pulse has come out with the PulseX, the swap, which is going to be able to help pair so many different coins and create the market by market makers. That wasn't the case with Ethereum. Now, again, for me to give a certain perspective or price prediction on PulseX, also virtually impossible, because there's so many different functionalities of the PulseX that the other swaps don't have. It's lower fees, okay? And it's paying more, a little bit more percentage. And some of the, like I think Uniswap and I think SushiSwap, the ones that forked off of Ethereum, they won't have the PRC20 tokens. Remember, there's 90% of this market are on ERC20 tokens. So they will be forked to PRC20 tokens, and we're going to have a bot that's going to buy it, that's going to actually extract those tokens from those exchanges that forked off of Ethereum. So they won't even really have those coins to be able to create the pairing. That's never happened. That's never happened with these exchanges. So a lot of people might say, well, there's so many Pulse coins. Well, guess what? The Pulse can be staked. And also, there's a lot of whales already in the Hex community that are deeply rooted in the sacrifice period of Pulse. And some of them are not really strapped for cash like that. So they're going to be staking coins. So we don't know how many are going to be in circulation. And when you're dealing with cap rates, you're dealing with coins in circulation, not total supply. And the same with PulseX. The PulseX has a staking ability. It's going to be staked. It's going to be deflationary. It's going to be coins burned. So all these different functionalities and factors, and having the sole, some of the exclusiveness on the PRC20. I mean, it's impossible for me to even guesstimate what the value of these coins could be, because again, these functions and features have never been done ever in the history of this industry, and they are so anticipated and needed. We just don't know what it's going to do, but we all know this. Hexakins, pulsakins, okay? We know this for a fact, that wealth is being exchanged today at a high level. We're living in the greatest exchange of wealth ever in the history of this world. But it means nothing if you're not positioning yourself. And hexakins and pulsakins are positioned for this great exchange of wealth in the cryptocurrency and global economic systems. We're positioned perfectly for what's to happen. And so with that, I'm going to sign out again. Ain't no April Fools. It's April the 2nd. Deuces. And also, we are the 5555. Cuatro cinco. Okay? 4 5s. And I just proudly introduced a good friend of mine's, and he staked some money. I ain't gonna say how much. He's a newbie. He hasn't been in crypto. And the first thing I did was brought him into the 5555 club. And I'm so proud of him, because that could be for your children. You know, we've lived great lives, and a lot of us have done our thing, but it's all about generational wealth. And with the 5555, it's just that. It creates generational wealth. And guess what? By him doing that, he's a new guy. He's just been in crypto maybe a couple of months. By him doing that, he's automatically going to get a 5555 on the PulseChain. Wow. He's going to get that fork. He's going to get that 5555 on the PulseChain as well, in the PHEX. So, hey, man, we're putting people in a great position. We're not out here wrecking people. We're teaching people how to control their coins, control their, you know, and not have these third-party companies and individuals involved in their transactions, and stay in control and understand what's happening here, and be a part of one of the greatest exchanges of health, wealth ever in the history of the world. And I see that Richard Hart and PulseChain is at the forefront and Hex of this great exchange of wealth, and this changing of the guards, and the whole dynamic and paradigm shift of economics. So with that, you guys, this is EBcrypto. We're going to sign out. See you guys on the next video. Peace.